In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of my best natural hair growth DIY. This DIY, I have been using it, all the ingredients in it, I've been using it for over a year now, and I can tell you for free that they have been so amazing. They have helped to thicken my hair, strengthen my hair, and grow my hair. If you're suffering from weak and thin hair, your hair is not as full as it used to be, your hair breaks a lot, you have issue with your edges, and your scalp is always itching you, you're always crashing it, and your hair breaks a lot as a result of dryness. This video is for you. You can see how full and thick my natural hair is looking. If you've been watching my videos before, you would know where I'm coming from. You know how my hair has always been. So let's get into the video. If you find it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. The first ingredient you need to make this is fenugreek. You can use either the fenugreek powder or the fenugreek seed as I'm using now. Fenugreek is high in protein and iron, which are essential for hair growth. They help to strengthen the hair follicles and also support healthy hair growth, and it also prevents iron deficiency. The next ingredient is cinnamon. You can also use the cinnamon powder or the cinnamon stick, but in this video I'm using the cinnamon powder. My final ingredient for this recipe is moringa powder. We can use the leaf or the powder as I am using in this video. Whichever one you have and you choose to use is very fine. And I'm using a teaspoon of each of the ingredients. I transferred all of them into my clean and sterilized glass jar. Make sure your glass jar is clean, whatsoever you're using. Make sure it is clean. Now I'm going to add water to it. This cup measures 200 ml, and I'm going to be adding 1.5 cup of water to all of the ingredients. If you're making a larger quantity, of course, increase your ingredients and increase the amount of water you would add to it. For instance, if you are making for a longer period of time and you are going to be preserving it in your freezer, then increase the amount and increase the water as well. After adding all of the ingredients, because I have powdered ingredients in it, I'm going to stir very well until everything is partially dissolved. I said partially dissolved because if I want to wait until they are completely dissolved, it is going to take a long time. I used normal water for this, not warm water. You can also decide to add warm water to it, and you can decide to boil for few minutes also, and then you strain and use immediately. If you have not used any of the ingredients in this video before, especially cinnamon, please make sure you do a patch test before you use it, because some people react to cinnamon, either you're using the stick or the powdered cinnamon. Some people react to it, so do a patch test before you start using it. I have been using cinnamon for a very long time, and it has been useful to both my hair and my scalp. It improves scalp health, it has antifungal properties, antioxidant, it stimulates hair follicles, and it helps to strengthen the hair. After stirring it for a while, I'm just going to leave this to infuse for at least 8 hours. You can also leave it for a longer period of time, because the longer you leave it to infuse, the better. But when I say the longer you leave it to infuse, the better, doesn't mean you should leave it for too long, because it will go bad if you leave it for too long. The next day, this is what it is looking like. It has infused properly. All the ingredients are settled under the bottle, as you can see. While sieving this, be very careful so the powdered ingredients don't get into the water, because it is the water that you need for your hair. So be very careful when you're straining, because the cinnamon powder can be a bit hard. If it gets into your hair, it might be a bit hard for you to get out of your hair, especially if your hair is not in a protective style. You can use this while your hair is in a protective style, or when your hair is not in a protective style. Now I've poured the water out. You see this one that is left under the bottle. You can decide to blend it and add it to your deep conditioner. You can decide to throw it away as well, but as for me, I'll just blend it and add it to my deep conditioner. What I'm going to do next is to transfer into my spray bottle. Before transferring into your spray bottle, if you are going to be using this to refresh your hair once in a while without moisturizing immediately, you can add a carrier oil to it. You can also add essential oil to it if you feel like adding. But for the sake of this video, I'm not adding any of those. I'll just pour it straight into my spray bottle. You can use this in 4 different ways, which I'm going to be explaining very soon. So make sure you stay tuned and listen carefully to everything I have to say, as I will also be demonstrating how to use it properly. To preserve this, you can leave it out for minimum of 3 days. That's the highest time I've left it out without putting it in the fridge. But you can put it in the fridge for up to 7 to 8 days. It won't go bad. You can leave it in the freezer for as long as you want. You can also make it into ice cubes and then bring it out to defrost anytime you want to use it before using it. If you leave it out for too long or in the fridge for more than 2 weeks, it may go bad. And if you start using it on your hair, you will definitely get a negative effect. So be careful with how you preserve it, and don't use too much of all the ingredients if you have a sensitive scalp. Now, this is what it is looking like. Finally, it is time to start using. You can decide to use this when it is warm. You can decide to use it when it is cold, depending on how you love to use your hair teas on your hair. One of the ways you can use this is to use it as a pre-poo, as you spray it on your hair and massage it into your scalp and your hair. You cover with a plastic bag for a while, and after like 20 to 25 minutes, you wash it out with just water or your shampoo. And the second way is to add it to your deep conditioner. Especially if you're making a DIY deep conditioner, just add it to your deep conditioner and then apply it on your hair. Cover with a plastic bag. You can decide to add external heat to it. Leave it for as long as you would leave your deep conditioner into your hair, and then you wash it out with just water. And the third way you can use it is to do a final rinse with it. After washing your hair with shampoo, deep conditioning your hair, you just pour this into your hair to rinse your hair finally. After pouring it into your hair, there is no need for you to wash it out. You just leave it into your hair to dry for a while, and then you go ahead and moisturize your hair. Whichever way you choose to use it, don't skip to moisturize your hair. Don't forget to moisturize your hair. It is a must, because you see these herbs, they have the ability to dry out your hair if you don't moisturize. Even if you spray just water on your hair without any herbs in it, and you don't seal in the moisture with either your oil, your butter, your grease, or your leave-in conditioner, it is not going to stay moisturized for a long period of time. It will just start drying out within a short period of time. So whichever way you choose to use it, make sure you moisturize your hair at the end of it. And the fourth way you can use this is to use it as a leave-in spray. And that is exactly what I am doing in this video. Work in small session, any session that is comfortable for you. You spray it on your hair from your scalp to the tips of your hair. You don't just spray it in and leave it alone. After spraying it in, you massage it into your scalp very well. Work the product through the length of your hair to the tips of your hair, and then you go in with your moisturizers. What I'm doing here is to use it as a leave-in spray. If you've been watching my videos already, you know how I moisturize my hair. After I've sprayed it into my hair from my scalp to the tips of my hair, I went in with a leave-in conditioner. And after applying the leave-in conditioner, I'll go in with my sealant, either grease or oil. I use either grease or butter as my final sealant, and then I'll use any oil of my choice to massage my scalp and my edges. Your moisturizing routine might be different from mine. So after using this as a leave-in spray, as a deep conditioner, as a pre-poo, or as a final rinse, make sure to go in with your normal moisturizing routine. And also you can use this when your hair is in a protective style or when it is not in a protective style. I'm just going to repeat same thing for the rest of my hair, and when I'm done moisturizing my hair, the next thing I'll do is to go in with my rosemary oil for my scalp. This oil has been really helpful for me. If you're suffering from hair loss, hair breakage, bald spots, your edges are not growing, go and make rosemary oil for yourself. It has been working for me for a while now. And if you watch my recent videos, you will see that I use it a lot to moisturize my scalp and to massage my edges. When you apply the oil on your scalp, make sure you massage it into your scalp very well. Any product you're applying on your scalp or your hair, make sure you spend time to massage them into your scalp and also work the product into your scalp very well. These are the four ways I use this potent hair growth spray to grow my hair. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, share with someone, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching.